Hello YouTube friends, subscribers, jwsolarusa. Today is a Sunday again. I'm bringing you a video. Trying to bring you videos every Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. At least you see what's going on here. Well, sun is coming up and seems like it's gonna be not a good one. Well, anyway, um, the batteries are sitting at a 97 SOC, state of charge, at 72.9 volts. Well, there's the sun right there. FTA still doing pretty good, hanging there. And the panels are kind of frosty. I can tell because it's kind of chilly outside. I can see, you can zoom all the way there. You can see the roof is kind of frosty. See? From that, you can see all the frost on the shingles there on the roof. So see how it is, kind of icy. Well, anyway, this is what we're going to be dealing with here pretty soon, as winter is going to be approaching. We're not going to be having a lot of cold, snow covered panels and all the good stuff, but anyway, that's not the thing. We gonna be making power that time. So let's check the readings here. Okay, YouTube, this is the command center. Dun dun dun. See, it's really nice and clean, decent, and keep my machines happy. Doesn't mean, someone asked me on one video, said if I have to polish or clean my machines every time I want to shoot a video. I think that was funny and that was awesome. Well, this is just me. The machines are like that. I don't clean them. I don't clean them. I don't just like dust, trying to keep the machines in a clean environment and make sure they run better. If you tend to have them on a dusty area, you have to keep on doing a routine cleaning them, but anyway, you see that here, this guy right here, the Outback, is a sealed inverter. I don't have to worry about dust. I don't have to worry about if I live in a sand area, if I happen to live in a dusty area, maybe by the ocean, like some people living by the sea or the ocean, all with the salt water. I'm fine. And that machine is built sealed. It's not like vented. Okay, it has a turbo fan right here from the cover where it says Outback. There's a big fan there. There's another little fans inside, built in on the that charge controller. And folks, this is a FX3048MT. So this is the mobile version. That's why I want it. This is the way I want it. And I was gonna get it vented, but I'm just taking this as a precaution or whatever, or advantage. If I happen to move, I happen to go anywhere, I have to put it on a mobile vehicle. If I own one, I happen to have one, then I can just throw this one in there. It's good. It's a 30 amp charge controller, 30 amps charger built on that thing, so I can able to charge my battery back to my 48-volt battery in less than few hours. If it depends how the batteries were drained. But there's a system right there. These guys has been sitting here. It doesn't mean I have to take a cloth and clean them up or whatever, but this is just me, Well, if it happens to be there's dust, I can see a dust sitting on top of it or whatever, I'll dust it off. But I don't take polish and polish the machines. This is how they came from the factory, from the manufacturer. Someone mentioned that to me. Thanks for that observation, my friend. But this is the station, and this is the command center, and this is how it is, and this is how it has been. And for people that already follow my channel for the longest time, I want to thank you guys for watching my channel. I really appreciate that. I still have my old friends that started with me here. I really appreciate them with all through this journey, and I'm thankful, and I've been blessed with God Almighty to meet good friends like you guys. And I can't even show how much I'm blessed, um, till we have to meet like face to face with you guys, some of you guys, and that was really awesome, you know. And this channel is open for conversation. This channel is open for help, and this channel is inspirational, and this channel is a helpful channel, and all the good stuff, so learning process, a teaching, and is if you need any kind of good clean channel, you step by and visit to this channel. There are a lot of channels out there. There are a lot of brothers and sisters with awesome talent, awesome gift. But God gave me the gift. God gave me the wisdom to do this, and I don't want to sit on it. I want to make sure I help others that they don't know much about it, and they want to learn. They are interested, but they can't afford it. But this is the thing. This is just a thank you. This video is a thank you video for all the people I already met on this YouTube for the past years. But I'm really happy. I've had a lot of conversation with a lot of people from different countries in the world, and I tend to know some people that becomes personal, like friends and family, very close. People that we talked and help each other, advices and something. And I just want to show my appreciation. I just want to be thankful, because it's not easy nowadays, because you guys know how the YouTube world is going. A lot of fights, some of them chaotic, some people just trying to create a lot of problems for people, but there are a lot of good people. Because of that, a lot of people being scared. They don't want to talk to people. Sometimes they're afraid of their identity and all that kind of stuff. But if you're a good person, don't let the bad people bring you down. Be who you are. Help who you have to help. Make sure you share the knowledge God gave you, because don't just keep it to yourself. There are a lot of wise people out there. What you have, pass it on to the world. Whatever, don't say, oh, my knowledge doesn't need it, or nobody cares about it. What do I know? Don't take yourself like that. Just pass it on. By doing that, someone out there might be looking for information like that for a very long time, but they haven't got it. But since you voiced that out, you just blessed someone. You just did, because they said, oh God, I've been waiting for this. I've been looking for information like this for the longest time, and he just brought it out. So that's how people tend to subscribe to you, and some people started following you. Some people just like you think, oh my God, this guy, has been following me. Every video I made is going to comment on it, because they found something that they never had. Or maybe they just fall in love with your channel. They just like the way you present things. Sometimes they like the content of your video. They like the clarity, which is the resolution, clear, all kind of stuff. And maybe just your tone, or maybe for who you are. Sometimes they can feel the anointing in you. It doesn't mean they have to see you, but they have faith in you. Sometimes just the truth you bring to people. Okay? But this is how I think if the world would have been like this, we're all going to be happy. So you don't have to pick, you don't have to choose who is that. You being black, you being white, being Asian, being Latino, you being French, German, British, American, or Cuban, whatever. We are all family in the sight of God. So God created all of us and equally. Doesn't matter if you're a Christian, you're Muslim, or Buddhist, or whatever you call it, atheist. We are all family. So as long as we work together, we can able to achieve whatever we want. As long as we work together, we can able to do anything to build this world to be a better place for us. And this is my Sunday advice, and thanks to everybody who is watching my channel. If you like this channel or like this video, please subscribe, thumbs up, and share it to other people so other people can hear this message. Okay, well, let's go back to the power here. You guys can see what is coming in right now from the command center. And I was telling you guys the batteries are sitting at 295 amp hour, and folks, I'm running a 48 volt system. My battery bank, I can show you guys here, is 302 amp hour battery bank, and this is how my system is set up. Oh, what's going on here? The system is set up. There you go. And I have two sets of solar rays facing from different direction. The other one's awake, the other one's gonna be like kind of sleepy. So you can see right there. And that's jwsolarusa. That's right. And here is the outback. We're making power right here. Like I told you guys, so that roof was kind of frozen with all kind of icy. So bringing some 130 watt. So you guys can see what's going on here. And what I did lately, I installed a temperature sensor or thermometer on in the box here. So this box is the batteries here, and these are 8 AGM batteries. Okay, 8 of them. So it doesn't mean the classic can tell the temperature of the batteries, but I install it so that I can tell the temperature inside the box. So just inside the box is a 66.5 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, I can switch it to Celsius. Alright folks, this is now in Celsius, so it's 19.2 degrees Celsius. See the C right there? Yeah, so I can switch it to C. For guys overseas, you guys can see, you know exactly what temperature I'm dealing with here in America. There we go to the Fahrenheit now for us here, North America, or whosoever is using a Fahrenheit. So 66. It tends to be, batteries are recommended to be at a 74 or the highest 75 or 77 degrees Celsius. Oh, sorry, Fahrenheit. But if they get too cold, then it's a problem. And if they get too hot, is a problem. So the MOSFET can read the temperature from the classic itself, and it can tell you the MOSFET, how hot is the device. It can tell you the temperature of the batteries as well, because all these three devices, this one has a battery temperature sensor, and the Midnight has a battery temperature sensor, and even the the inverter, the Outback, the FX3048 has a sensor too, a battery temperature sensor, so they can read whatever. If because people might ask me why I have to have all these temperature sensors, because if I use the Outback inverter to charge my batteries on low weather or maybe low sun, I can able the inverter can able to sense, because it sends about 25 to almost 30 amps back to the batteries. So it has to monitor. That sends a lot of current into the batteries. It depends your battery's specifications, but specification for my batteries, they need to be charged at 45 amp hours. So that's the current you have to put on that thing. Doesn't mean you can, if you have a 60 amp charge controller, you can even turn it all the way to just take all the power. They can regulate itself, but that's why the Outback inverter still have a probe on it, or a temperature sensor, so to monitor itself. And I still have, that's why I put that Radio Shack temperature sensor right here, so they can monitor the temperature in the box itself, not just the batteries. Because those temperature sensors, if you install in a temperature sensor, a battery temperature sensor, which is a BTC, they normally abbreviate it for, you have to place the sensor, battery sensor, to your batteries, on the side of the batteries, not the top of the battery. It's supposed to be on the side of the battery, because remember, the cells get so hot when they charge. If you throw a lot of current, and if you're doing like equalizing, it's hot, the cells started getting warm, boiling, so it's not gonna go at the top. We know that hot, some people take that like, okay, hot here, air rises, and cold here, air condenses. So that's the thing, but it doesn't work that way, not that the other way, because if you wait till the top get hot, then you're having a false reading. So that's why even the manufacturer advise you to place this temperature sensor on the side of the battery. So put it, maybe it's gonna be a next video. I will show you guys how my sensors are all placed in the box. And I try to place them because I have 8 batteries. Each controller is gonna be having maybe 2 batteries in between. I can stick one there, so it's gonna read the ones from the side, from the temperature from that particular environment within 1 and 2, and it can feel it from the back and the front of it. And I can place the other one from the other row. They can feel it, maybe 2 batteries in between, and the other one 2 batteries. I try to spread them evenly, so if these controllers are all in action, they can able to read temperatures from the entire batteries. Okay, especially if I'm charging even my charger, inverter charger, to charge my batteries, they can sense the temperature. Because if it happen at night, the sun is not out, so that's why I have the temperature sensor there, and it's recommended, and it's here too. You can see it's built on the cover right here. It tells you you have a thing for the temperature sensor. Okay, it's right here, battery temp. There's a port right there, and here's for the mate. So you see, they gave you all these. They don't just put it there just for fun. They put it there. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you don't want to do that, well, if your batteries are getting warm, or there's a problem with your batteries, one of them is bad, they tend to overheat and go all the way. Well, you know what's gonna happen? Kaput, it's gone. You're gonna ruin all your batteries. So it's nice to monitor your temperature, and that's why I put that white one over there. then this one can just, I can tell inside the box. No, it's not attached to any battery, but it can tell from inside the box the environment or just the ambience or whatever we call it, and reads and tells me this is the temperature in the box. So if it goes more than that,